Alright, what's up guys? I actually have access to a pool, so what I'm going to do is I am going to show the action of 3 of the top shad swim baits that are out there. First one, Micbookable shad, 6-inch. Now, 2 of the 3 of these are 6-inch. The other one I just don't have a 6-inch in. The other one, Fish 30 Acre. This is the dying shad. And the third one we're going to compare is the BD shad. Now this is not a shad color, this is a bass color, but it's the only one I had with me. But I'm going to compare those 3. Now those are, I'm not saying those are the most popular, but those are 3 of the most popular that I own. So that's why I'm comparing these so you guys can see. Maybe you want to go out and buy one, but that is the goal today. So let's get to it. Alright, so I'm going to start with the Micbookable shad. This is my favorite out of all of them, but this is the one I'm going to start with. So as you can see, I'm throwing the Micbookable shad, and all you have to do is a simple retrieve and it'll come back. You can speed it up or slow it down. You don't have to have any kind of special retrieve. That is the good thing about these swim baits, is you can just toss it out and reel it back in at whatever speed that you desire. If you want to make it go a little faster, you can stop it and it will slowly sink. This is one of the slow sink models. The Micbookable shad it's got 3 joints, so it is a jointed swim bait. Obviously it's supposed to mimic a bait fish, a shad. These swim baits work extremely well, especially around areas where there is shad in the pond or the lake that you're fishing. Micbookable does a great job. He has 3 different sizes, 5, 6, and a 9-inch bull shad. They start out at $50 for the 5-inch, and they go up just a few dollars for each size. The 6-inch that I'm throwing is about 2 ounces, so you will need to make sure you throw it on a rod that is equipped to actually throw a 2-ounce bait. It also comes with owner hooks, owner split rings, 3D eyes, and it's a pretty realistic looking bait. It is more of a matte style bait rather than a very shiny style bait, so that is one thing that makes it different from the Fish 30 Acre shad. Alright, so that's the Micbookable shad. Next up is the Fish 30 Acre Dirty Shad. The Fish 30 Acre Dirty Shad is a great bait. It comes in several different colors. The Dirty Shad is kind of mimics a gizzard shad. It is also a 2-ounce bait. Same as with the Micbookable shad. You can reel it fast, you can reel it slow, it really doesn't matter. You can do both, you can vary your retrieves. It also has a very realistic looking body. It's more of a shiny shad color rather than the matte color like the bull shad. On the Dirty Shad, it has kind of a beaten and battered kind of look, and the eye is more cloudy, almost looking like it is dying. But you can stop the bait and it will just stop and kind of sink slowly. So it is a great bait just so you can vary the retrieves. It sinks slowly, but it sinks a little bit faster than the Micbookable shad. So it is a little bit faster sink than the bull shad, but it's not a very fast sink at all. So I'm not talking where it's going to sink very quickly, but it's not a true to life slow sink. But this is a great bait as well. I like the tail on it. It is a harder plastic rather than on the bull shad and the BD shad, which has like a feather-like tail. This has more of a plastic tail, harder plastic tail. Okay, that one was the Fish 30 Acre Dirty Shad. Okay, this one is the Boy Ducket or BD Series Shad. It's not in shad, but it is the 5-inch BD Series Shad. And last is the Boy Ducket or BD Shad. It's also triple jointed. All three of these swim baits are triple jointed. It mimics the bait fish, the shad. It can dart to the left or right. There are several different colors and variations of it. It also starts at 4-inch and goes all the way up to 6-inch. The 5-inch that I was throwing weighs about 2/3 of an ounce. So you can throw this on a regular rod. You do not have to have a specialized rod to throw this bait on. Even the 6-inch is only 2 1/4 ounce. So it's not that big of a bait. It does retail for about $25, so it is very much a cheaper bait. It's about half the price of the others, but the action looks very similar to the others. I was throwing this today on an Ardent Magnum reel and a Ardent Edge extra heavy swim bait rod, so to throw the BD Shad, that's a little bit overkill, but for the other ones, that's what I had to have. So that's what I was throwing it on, and it actually casted it really well. Just like with the others, I varied the retrieve. I would stop it and start it again, and it would also kind of flutter down. Now it did have a tendency a couple of times to want to turn on its side if I slowed it down too much. You can switch it a little bit, you can jerk it, you can work it like a jerk bait if you wanted to. But ideally, it's very easy to fish where you just toss it out and you reel it back in, varying your retrieve as you go. All three of these baits mimic a shad, so any Alright guys, that was the BD Series Shad, Boy Ducket. Alright guys, I'm going to talk real quick about these baits. Please try to ignore the lawnmowers. Nobody's been doing anything all day, and all of a sudden I try to make a video and they come out here and mow the grass. I'm going to talk about real quick the Micbookable Shad. This is my favorite one of the three, mainly because I caught those 2 7-pounders on it. I hadn't thrown it much other than that day, and then that day all of a sudden, you know, I had a lot of luck on it, and that's what it is luck. I threw the right bait at the right time. So right now the bull shad, the Micbookable, is my favorite. That could change. Seeing the swims of all these different baits, it's crazy how much alike they look. So it's going to be a matter of what the fish want at the time. I do like the Fish 30 Acre. I really do. The swim are similar for all three of them. They're very similar. I do like that one, and I will throw that one as well. If I'm not catching anything on the bull shad, maybe I'll throw on the Fish 30 Acre. And last but not least, certainly not least, a lot of people don't like the BD series, the Boy Ducket bull shads, but honestly, this one swims just as good as all of them. It's a little bit smaller profile, mainly because this is a 5-inch bait and this is a 6-inch bait, but they do make these in 6-inch. I just don't have one. But you could also throw this on a regular rod. You could probably get away throwing this on a heavy rod, but you would be pushing it. I would not throw these two on anything other than a heavy or extra heavy rod or a swim bait rod. This one you could throw on just a regular rod. I love all three of these baits, and I hope this video shows you more of which one that you would choose if you had to choose between one of the three. If you like these kinds of videos, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you want me to do more. Please give me tips. This is the first one I've done like this, so please give me some tips in the comment section. Let me know which one you think swims the best. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you grab life by the fish.